Today, we're jumping right into an explainer that explores a captivating, almost unbelievable esoteric mystery. We are going to unpack a highly guarded world drawn directly from Garin Horner's fascinating book, A Feather on the Breath of Ra. We're going to literally explore the life of a modern alchemist and the startling connection his family claims exists between ancient Egyptian magic and the camera lens. Let's get right into it.
So do modern alchemists exist today? And, I don't mean people just using alchemy as a cute metaphor for self-improvement or like historical cosplayers. I mean individuals who believe they are actively performing ancient magical rites to evolve their immortal souls. Is magic actually real? Well, that is the exact mystery that set our source material in motion.
Section 1. Searching for the Alchemist.
Okay, let's dive into this. To uncover this wild story, avant-garde photography professor Garin Horner literally followed a trail of modern spiritual altars right to a secretive P.O. box. And that led him to George Kingswood. Now, George isn't some historical artifact. He's a 21st century photographer and a practicing fourth-generational alchemist. Seated in his library, holding a scepter, George actually broke a strict generational vow of silence to share his family's incredible life and their truly unique worldview.
You see, Horner's initial goal was to photograph altars because they serve as microcosmic tableaus, basically focal points where believers commune with unseen energies. It was exactly this quest to photograph the unseen that opened the door to George Kingswood's hidden magical world. It proved that the two men actually shared a profound artistic connection.
Section 2. The Kingswood Patriarch. Let's move to the 1880s and see how this all builds. To truly understand George's practices, we've got to travel back to the 1880s. The Victorian era was this crazy cultural melting pot, where three distinct phenomena just collided. You had the invention of modern photography, a deep, widespread fascination with ancient Egyptology, and a booming occult revival, where secret societies were literally gathering in parlors to speak to the dead. This slightly spooky convergence created the absolute perfect fertile ground for a young man named Abraham Kingswood.
And this brilliantly illustrates the historical roots of the family. Enter Abraham Kingswood, George's great-grandfather. Abraham synthesized these Victorian trends into a bizarre and, quite frankly, fascinating life's work. He founded a secret society, the Comedic Order of the Silver Sun. He operated simultaneously as a working London portrait photographer and a dedicated alchemist, famously claiming that his camera always points east, meaning towards spiritual illumination.
Section 3. The Arts of Fire.
Now, traditional alchemy, as we normally think of it, was all about transmuting physical lead into physical gold, right? But the Kingswoods practice photoalchemy. For them, photography and alchemy are sister arts. They're both literal arts of fire driven by chemistry. But instead of chasing material gold, they use the camera to transform light into visionary revelation for the evolution of the human soul. They literally use photographic terminology, words like light, lens, and emulsion, as a coded, magical language.
So let's break down some of this highly guarded vocabulary. Take the word chrysopoetically. In traditional alchemy, chrysopoeia is the production of literal gold. But George Kingswood uses it to describe how a photographer transforms everyday reflections of light into revelatory iconography. It's fascinating, because for him, taking a picture isn't just snacking a quick memory. It's a functional, self-reflexive, spiritual practice. To the Kingswoods, it's the absolute highest form of art.
And here's another incredible esoteric term they coined: photopsychometry. If we break down the Greek roots here, you've got photos meaning light, psyche meaning soul, and metron meaning to measure. So to measure the soul with light. Abraham Kingswood believed he was an adept photopsychometer. He would actually use the portraits he took of his clients in his London studio as magical instruments, secretly trying to send beneficial energies right back into their lives.
Section 4. Secrets of the Darkroom. Now, what's really interesting here is,
how does one actually perform alchemy with a camera? Well, instead of a bubbling cauldron, the magic happens in the darkroom. The Kingswoods recognize that Carl Jung's 4 stages of internal alchemy perfectly mirror the 4 main stages of developing a photograph. Jung defined the alchemical process in 4 stages: nigredo, albedo, citrinatus, and rubedo. Or to put it simply, catharsis, illumination, education, and transformation. The Kingswoods map these directly to creative awareness, the latency of the image, chemical revelation, and finally, fixation. So developing film is, quite literally to them, an alchemical rite.
Now what you're seeing isn't from a museum. This is George Kingswood's actual temple room altar in his own home. To the Kingswoods, the Egyptian god Ra is the highest god form of light. George literally performs his photoalchemical rites in this highly charged room, treating light and imagery as a portal to commune with Ra, actively keeping his great-grandfather's daily rituals alive well over a century later.
Section 5. A legacy in light.
What does this 140-year-old esoteric tradition actually mean for those of us who just, own a smartphone or a standard digital camera? So, the crucial point is that George Kingswood believes a photograph forces us to slow down our perception. He teaches that an image is a magical tool. It's a window to the unknown, a portal where spiritual energy travels, a mirror reflecting our own inner psychological depths, and an artifact of pure revelation. The camera isn't just recording reality. To them, it's revealing the divine light hidden right within it.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer. We've explored a highly secretive family history, ancient Egyptian magic, and the mystical, unseen side of the darkroom. So, what hidden truths will you capture the next time you snap a photograph? Will you just see a picture, or will you look deeper, like an alchemist, for the magic hidden in the light? Thanks for learning with me today. Keep exploring and keep your focus sharp.